Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays Minecraft Skirmish, where today we are going to look at what I've decided to do relating to the Skirmish of Thangûlhad. You can see I've placed some oak wood all over the place. These are my markers for showing where I'll be building my fortress. Now, I looked over everything and you'll notice that really doesn't quite fit. And when I discovered that, I decided it would be impossible to build Thangûlhad within this area. Now, that left me with three choices. Either A, I could build Thangûlhad somewhere else, which of course is only going to mean, well, what if I can't find any place where I could build it? So therefore, I'm going to try to build it here, and if I find a better place later on, well, maybe I can do the full area. Now, the second choice I had was just to go and build it at a smaller scale. My plans are already to do it at half scale, and I thought third scale, while it would fit, I don't think I could do justice to the area. So instead, I am chopping off the two ends and emphasizing the front area of Thangûlhad, which is where the skirmishes. This is where the ballistae are being placed and where you run when you are doing the fighting. And up here, this is in front of the front gate where you will be whenever you're in a raid or something like this and people are fighting out in the front instead of fighting out in the back. And did I just see a black sheep around here? I am finding lots and lots of caves recently because I didn't know about this one. Or actually, maybe this is the... Yeah, I definitely didn't know about this one. Ah, alright, that's something I need to keep track of. Alright, but that's not what I am here for. I don't want to get too distracted. But anyway, this is where I'll be building it. That will be the front area where I'll be firing. This will be the front wall. This will be the back of the platform. Now, right around here is where I'm going to try to build the tower. Now, I don't need to build the tower with the front wall if I'm just doing the front wall, but if you're in the front, fighting in front, doing a raid or something like this, the two things you're going to notice will of course be the front wall and the tower. So I'm thinking I will build the tower, and the tower is on a hill. So I'll probably utilize this hill for a little extra elevation, build the tower on that foundation, then I could get a nice high tower. And I could also probably use the tower as a living headquarters, since that'll fit in with the skirmish, or at least with the quest you're doing in the area, because that's where the hidden guard is staying during the course of the epic storyline. So those are my plans. Now you'll notice that I have this garden right in front of the front gate. So I'm afraid that the garden is going to have to go. And this is also right at the wall. So this is going to have to go. I know that is no great loss whatsoever. But I did find a new site. And that's over here. And to keep me from getting lost, I built a nice path. I built it of wood because I decided that a path made of stone would just use up too much of my stone work. So if I'm going to build a wall of Thangûlhad, I'll still need a great deal of stone. So I used wood for this path, even though I usually prefer stone paths. And here, alright, I'll show you what this is in a moment. Here I found a cave system down into there. A nice bit of water, and most beautifully, sand. I haven't harvested any of the sand yet because I decided that I would wait to do sand mining after I showed you where it started out at. Let me get some sugar cane while I'm at it. So I am going to harvest some of this sand that I can do without hurting whatever's going on in here. And then I can make some glass, because I have been completely lacking in glass, and I had been afraid to do much exploration because I would get lost. And in fact, when I was doing the exploration, all this stuff, I got lost several times. So fortunately, I found my way back eventually, and that's why I built the path. And this is going to be my solution to keep from getting lost completely all over the place. So I built another path down here. And there is another. So I have a great number of caves. And this is good, especially when you consider that I'm going to have to do some digging in order to get down to that one. That the original system I had is right below where I'm planning to build this wall. So I actually filled that in. So that is no longer possible to reach that area. Now this is going to be my headquarters for those two areas. Now it's not going to be a full-scale house. I don't quite have room for that. But I do have room for an outpost. And I am going to be building one here at the next episode. I'll show you how I like to build my outposts. But I'm going to do that for the next episode. What I'm going to do today is look over what I've got here. See, now here's another place. This would make a great quarry, I think, for building my stuff up into Thangûlhad. See, I found all this. I was really close to a great number of cave systems, and of course didn't see a single one because I was afraid of getting lost. And that's why it's great being able to do things between episodes, because between episodes is great for doing things like getting lost and exploring and stuff like that. And I also got tons of wool. I know I only have 2 and 2 here, but I've got a full stack of white wool right here. And now this is another path I've made. And this is the path to the water area. You see, anything to keep from getting lost. And getting lost is almost a specialty of mine. So therefore, finding ways to mitigate that is very helpful. Alright. And here's my water and potential places where I can get some more stone if necessary. And I think I'm going to need a great deal of stone if I'm going to build even just the front wall of Thangûlhad and the tower. The tower is going to be a massive build just by itself. I want to actually get the tower done first as much as possible. I'll probably lay the foundation to the front wall first. Get that all the way across, and most likely things like sheep that are in this area are probably going to turn into lamb chops, because I don't know, it just kills the effect if you have sheep walking all over the Thangûlhad. Now there's some builds I'll be making where sheep will be perfectly expected, but this is not one of them. So therefore, I'll just get these all the way across, get myself a foundation area, make sure I know where everything is. Once I do that, I can now stake out this area for the tower. Because I want to take care of the tower first. That way I could transfer all of my items here into the tower, and all would be fun. And alright, sun is setting, and we'll get ourselves some flour for bread. Or actually, you don't have flour, you just convert the wheat directly into bread in this game. And I guess if I want to eventually breed some livestock, but right now, I don't think I need... Oh yes, I do need windows when I build my real place. I'll probably use some of this stuff for the outpost I'm making, because this place is really drab. Not that my outposts exactly look particularly enlivening. Alright, there we go. Good morning! And now let's worry about foundation, right? Actually, I think I am going to start down on this end. And actually, how much cobblestone do I have? I actually have 6,428. That will be good. 128. Not much, but it is a start. So let us get an axe. We don't need black wool in our inventory at the moment. And it's time for us to build ourselves our foundation now. Let's see. Everything in this area is going to be on the platform as far as I can tell. So with that, let me double check here. Well, actually not everything is, yeah. Everything except for a real, yeah. Because we do have one little funny bit, and that is right up around here, where the wall disappears for a little while. And we are actually going to end, let's see, 1, 2, yeah, we got 4 there. And what I want to do here is, this foundation will work back like this. So here is our main area that we've got going, and after this we are going to be moving back a little bit up to 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. I only have this going back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's going back 8. So I'll be shortening the wall from what I was originally planning. At one point I was thinking going back around. Right? Ah, oh right. I am. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I know what I did. I am. For some reason I was trying to build this at full scale. I don't want this full scale. I want this at half scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's a convenient block to have there. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is going to be the back of the wall. What I'm showing right here is where we're going to be seeing some movement back and forth, and that was just marking the 8th position. Alright, so this is going to be the back of the wall. One, two, 2, 3, 4, and this is where we are going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we got the back of the wall here. Oh yeah, that's that's totally not going to go there. Alright, that's not what I wanted to do there. Because this is going to be an opening. Because in Thangûlhad, you've got a front gate right here. And you'll have going over there. So that's the plan for that. And that's the... Alright, good. So even with the... Now you know why I put the posts there. I have enough trouble doing it with the posts. Alright, good. And this is going to be a really wide gate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. And that's the thing I wanted to make sure that was properly marked. And everything else is going to just go straight across. What I'll do is I'll fill these in. Not take down the posts for now. I'll keep the posts there. I'll just knock them out. That way I can keep count of what's going on. Alright, so this is the wall of what's going in. Good. So this is going to be our front gate where we are going to be going in and out of Thangûlhad. Then we can have this move across, and the idea here is go we have 31, 2, 3, 4. Good, 13 of these across. So those 2, 3. Okay, so this is we have 2 here, so that's 6, 10. Actually, this is right about where I will be turning in. But this is the end of the wall itself. And this is going to go across. This is going to be where the front main wall is. Wall is going to be, does have a bridge over to the other side of here. So this is where I'm going to be putting the main wall. And after that, I will be then going in and out, where the wall is going to start to fade back a little bit. And therefore that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 24. I miscounted. Well, you can see there, that's the idea. I'm going to all fix this up between episodes, but the idea is I am going to fill in a foundation here, and that's going to be the first stage of all this. Now, fortunately for now, this wall is going to be falling back a little bit like this, so therefore I won't be in front of the garden too much, so that'll be good. Now, as for here, this is where I'll be doing the tower. So you see, the tower can be nice and up. I just need to get onto this plateau. Now, the tricky thing here is, of course, is I'm not going to be able to do all of this stuff. It can't be a very large tower simply because you don't have a large amount of land here to work with. But I think it should do. And what do I got? Cobblestone here. Actually, I guess it's or regular stone, I guess. I'm just going to be swimming in wool. I don't need to keep sheep. The sheep seem to keep themselves. All right, now that's what I'll do then. I will find out where I miscounted on this wall. Because I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is because that's certainly large enough. Alright. Oh, actually, I know what. This is going to be 26, not 13. Alright, so that's 6. Ah, that's it. Alright, so that's 6. So let's go to 20. So that's 5. That's... yeah, 6 of those. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the endpoint for the wall right here. Ah. Alright, got it. Alright, so that's the endpoint for the wall, so that'll just be an intermediary position. And this is where the wall then begins to, we'll just go in, now the wall itself will go, because this is where the platform ends. So this is where the wall goes up to here, and then it starts to fade back a little bit. We have a front we have an entrance right here. Now this entrance is going to be broken down a little bit. So I'll be breaking that down at some point, and then we just be going back a little bit here, and it sort of like comes just adjacent to where the house is. Alright. Well, the sun is setting. I have an idea of where everything is going to be laid out. Good. So that'll conclude this episode. So next time I'm going to knock out the planks and get everything back in order. Then I am going to set up at the other location where I am going to build my little quarry shack, which is probably not going to be too much larger than this, but I think it's going to be a lot cozier in its style. But that's all for the next episode of Pineleaf Plays Minecraft Skirmish.